Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. Here in my Bainbridge Island office today, I've had several Slender for Life clients, and there's been a common thread about eating too fast. And the clients have acknowledged and reported that prior to starting Slender for Life, they're eating a lot faster than they do now, but they still have indicated they need to slow down just how fast they're eating. And we also have talked a little bit about then overeating when they do eat too fast. And it reminded me of a report that I actually just read yesterday, which was Monday, November 9th. It was a Reuters health report, and it was titled, "To Eat Less, Your Body May Want You to Eat Slowly." And here's what it says in part. Your mother's advice to slow down at mealtime may have been wise after all. A new study suggests that shoveling down your food blocks the body's natural appetite control process. Most of us have heard that eating fast can lead to food overconsumption and obesity, and in fact some studies have supported this notion. What's been missing, however, is biological evidence that a leisurely meal is better for appetite control. The researchers found that when the men ate slowly, they showed higher blood levels of two hormones, peptide YY, or PYY, and glucagon-like peptide 1, GLP-1, for roughly 3 hours after the meal. Both PYY and GLP-1 are released from the digestive tract as a fullness signal to the brain, curbing appetite and calorie intake. The findings, to be published in the January 2010 issue of the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, give more weight to the conventional wisdom that people should savor their food. Some previous research has found that when people take the time to chew their food thoroughly and enjoy a meal, they tend to eat fewer calories than when they have the same meal at an eat and run pace. The study provides a possible explanation for the relationship between speed eating and overeating by showing that the rate at which someone eats may impact the release of gut hormones that signal the brain to stop eating. The findings are particularly relevant in a time when many people are relying on fast food and regularly eating on the run. The study suggests that slowing down at the mealtime could aid appetite control and ultimately weight control. They are possible scientific explanations for the warning we are given as children that wolfing down your food will make you fat. So here at Slender for Life and in my book, Becoming Slender for Life, I teach clients tools to help them slow down and eat slowly, as well as recognize that level of fullness when their body says enough, no more. When you put gas in the gas tank and the gas pump shuts off, learning to recognize and honor that signal. And the first thing that I teach people is a stress reduction technique that perhaps you've seen it here in my other videos on YouTube, and certainly written about it in blog posts. And it's a very simple stress reduction technique. It's putting your thumb and forefinger together, taking a nice deep breath in through your nose as you close your eyes, and as you exhale through your mouth, releasing your thumb and forefinger. Very simply, again, it's that letting go. And you don't have to do this in somebody's face. You can have your hand under the table or at your side and just very casually take in that deep breath and exhale. And yes, you can use this when you're driving down the road, but obviously keep your eyes open then. But where I encourage people to particularly use this is before they ever put a bite of food in their mouth. If they're standing at the cupboard or the refrigerator thinking about a snack, or they're sitting down to a meal, just put their thumb and forefinger together, and exhale and release. And if it's a meal, then pick up the fork and be aware of the fork, whether it's warm or cold, and notice the colors and the shapes and the aromas of the food and the scratches in the plate, and pick up the fork and put it into the potatoes and into the peas. And as you're lifting that fork full of food to your mouth, be aware of the scent of that food and what it's like to put a fork full of food in your mouth and take the fork out and set it down. and then just chew the food very slowly, very consciously, savoring the food, allowing all the various flavors to burst forth in your mouth. And notice how the flavors change and the textures change, and then to swallow it, just enjoy the meal, to make it a sensual experience, of a full body experience of eating food. And when you eat that way, you're going to eat slower, you're going to eat consciously, and also be much more apt to stop eating when your body says enough, no more. And as you're eating the meal, again, there's that tool of putting a couple fingers on your stomach and just checking in and reconnecting the brain to your stomach and being aware of, okay, have I eaten enough? Do I have enough fuel in my body? And really about all you need for a meal is about a fist-sized serving of vegetables that are fat-free and a fist-sized serving of brown rice or other grains, beans, or other legumes. And 2 fistfuls of food is really about all you need. And that's, if you're eating frequent small meals every 2 to 3 hours, eating vegetables and fruits and whole grains throughout your day, eating 6 meals or so throughout the day, you're going to have plenty of fuel in your body, and you're going to set yourself up to maintain your blood sugars at a very constant level. You're going to have plenty of energy. And remember that hunger is a good thing. It means it's time to eat. So we're coming up on the holiday season here, and pretty soon it's going to be Thanksgiving. It's only a couple weeks away, and then the other holidays are right on the tail of that. There's going to be lots of parties, lots of special seasonal foods out there, and they should be enjoyable. But boy, when you're popping in the cookies and the candy and the brownies and all those things and the pumpkin pie, you don't even really get to enjoy it. So allow yourself to chew the food, to savor it. Allow yourself to take a small piece of chocolate and nibble on it and make that small piece of chocolate last you an hour or more. Savor it. Allow the flavors to sit there in your mouth and to be enjoyable. So again, eat slowly. Stop eating when your body says enough, no more. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.